In a recession, there are two types of people. People who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion a day Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The Cashfx group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care. All right, so good night everyone.
I hope you can hear and see me properly. So tonight is an amazing night, and for a few reasons. One, we are going to give away a 300 USD contract to one lucky person here tonight who is on this call. And two, we have a big announcement. So right now you're hearing me communicating from an office, right? Now this is a big deal and it's really exciting. So we were able to put together a physical office. Now the office is not open to the general public. It's a members only office where we can share this information that we have been receiving for the past 2 years to everyone, especially the members who are part of this business already, making it easy to understand how the business works, how you're getting paid, how you're liquidating your money, and all of the above. All the questions, we have a forum now where you can actually come to the office by invite, by request, by appointments, obviously, because of this COVID situation we are in right now, and we will handle these concerns. So it is based in Trinidad and Tobago, so I know it have a lot of Caribbean people and other members in the organization, which we will still have to deal with you via over Zoom calls and whatever. But that is the important news tonight, and that is why we were so hyped and sharing this information for the entire day and for the entire week. And we are here now. That is simply amazing. We have a location where you can really get the information that you need once you are part of this Salam Mohammed network and you are in this Cashfx business. Yes, the business is real. That was the major announcement. And the next thing is the 300 USD giveaway, which I would now invite you guys. Now hold on, have some rules, no rush. Have some rules before to give away this 300 USD. One, you have to be within this Salam Mohammed network. So if you are not sure, reach out to the person who had invited you onto this call and ask them if they're sure they're within the Salam Mohammed network. Secondly, once you win the contract, you have to do two things first. One, you have to give me a photo, and two, you have to give us a little testimonial as to how it is you won the contract, right? This is because we are having a major event on the 12th of December, which is this month, a few days away, 9 days exactly, where we will be giving away more contracts and totaling to 10,000 USD worth of Bitcoin in total we'll be giving away. So it's a lot to look forward. This is the season for giving, and we are definitely going to give a lot. So I would now invite you guys to put your name only once. Any duplicate names coming off, you know, we don't want nobody spamming the chat. And my good friend, Mr. Caston James, would be taking the baton to the later end of the call to give away this prize, right? So now, I will now hand you over back to Jamaica to Mr. Sheldon Shirley to explain the business presentation, a short version of it, so you can understand why we are doing this and what you're getting yourself involved in, right? So guys, stay tuned, and Sheldon, the floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, big boss man. All right, looking real sharp in your suit. Yeah, big up yourself. All right, guys, thank you for being here on the call. Again, you know, it's your boy Sheldon Shirley, straight from Jamrock. Yeah. So thank you all again for coming on. And of course, Salim would have told you what all the excitement is about on tonight or this evening. So I just want to quickly run through this presentation with you. Of course, it's going to be an abbreviated version, and then we will give you a chance for one lucky winner. I hope you're feeling lucky tonight, because one lucky winner is going to have a chance to have their lives transformed by simply winning a 300 USD contract with the Cashfx group. Trust me, it is a transformative situation. All right. So I truly hope you are the lucky winner tonight. All right. So put on your lucky shorts, get your pens and your papers, and let's take some notes as we go through our presentation. All right. I trust you. I'll try to be as short as possible. Again, it's just a abbreviated version of the presentation. So of course, Salim would have told you about the event that we have coming up on the 12th of the 12th. So make it a date and don't be late. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Few things I need for you to remember. First and foremost, there are no referrals needed. All right, when it comes to the Cashfx group, we don't need new members to stay afloat. That is something that you have to keep in mind. That's a good thing. All right. Secondly, there are no monthly fees. All right, no subscriptions, no monthly subscription, just a one-time purchase and you're good to go. And then, of course, there are no monthly meetings. All right, these opportunities, as I like to say, is to just educate persons about this wonderful opportunity. And last but not least, of course, just allow the pros to trade for you. It's that simple. Easy peasy pumpkin squeezy, as you like to say. All right. So how do you become a part of this opportunity? Well, we have 15 contracts available for purchase, and we have divided those 15 contracts into 3 categories. All right. First of which is what we call the elemental plans. The elemental plans, of course, start from $300 all the way to $3,000 US. Okay, so from now on, all the figures I'll be quoting will be in US dollars. So what happens here is that you get the basics about trading in the Forex market. So of course, Cashfx group also gives you an opportunity to learn, because this skill is a lucrative and a lifelong skill that can change your life. But that's optional, of course. You can just continue to allow the professionals to trade on your behalf. Then we have the advanced plans. These start from 5,000 all the way to 20,000. And now you're learning advanced knowledge, you're learning strategies and skills and all of these things to be successful in the Forex space. And after that comes the Supreme plan, which goes from 30,000 all the way to 100,000, which is what we call our gold standard. All right, so by this point, you should be killing it in the market. All right, sharpening your skills, making your profits. Again, if you so desire to make use of your academy pack. And of course, as you go along, there's more information that is open to you. So you're getting it in bite sizes so you can practice and make sure, you're starting out on the right footing. All right. So you purchase any one of these 15 contracts, and then now you're on your way to earning. All right. So let me just help you to understand what are the ways that you can earn once you purchase any one of these 15 contracts. Okay, so everyone wants to know what's in it for me. So let me help you. All right, so let me explain to you the reward plan. One of the first things we want to talk about is what we call bear capital. So bear capital simply means you are participating passively. Once you purchase a contract and you become a member of Cashfx group, within 72 hours, the traders start trading for you. And on a weekly basis, like clockwork, your returns come to your back office and you are able to see what you're making. All right. Partner Rufus in the back is very excited, just as we are. All right. So that's how you earn doing bear capital. Just passive participation, easy, slow, steady, sustainable. All right. However, if you want to be a little bit more involved, you want to grow a little bit faster, well, let me introduce you to what we call bull capital. All right, now bull capital is when you start participating in the referral system or the referral program, right? So if you introduce just one person and they come on board, then you now benefit from the bonuses that are available. So we're talking about fast start bonuses, unilevel bonuses, match makers bonuses, leadership bonuses, and all those good stuff. All right, and that's good to know. So if you continue to bring people in, of course, then you also qualify to rank up in levels. All right. So you start here and you work your way up the ladder. All right. So that's good stuff. Right. So let me now break down the contract and how it actually works in bringing you your profits. We're going to use the $1,000 contract as an example. So let's talk about bear capital again. So bear capital, when you would have purchased a $1,000 contract, 70% of that money goes into your trading account. All right. So your trading account, of course, is where the professionals trade for you through the broker. Now, the broker has to be regulated. And because it is regulated, that means that 70% of your money is insured. Peradventure anything should happen, that 70% comes back to you. All right. So though it is 70% that is being traded for you, the contractual agreement of the company is to take your contract purchase to 2x or 200% or $2,000. All right. So keep that in mind. So you make a purchase, and now that purchase generates $2,000 for you. Good. Awesome. So let's talk about the other aspect. The remaining 30% goes to the bull capital side of the business, which affords you your academy product, which is at $300. And from this, of course, remember, that's optional. So you might not want to use it, but it comes with the package. Okay. So, and from this also, we have the bonuses that goes to other persons who would have shared the opportunity with you and brought you into the company. So 50% of that, or $150, goes to the person that brought you in the form of what we call a fast start bonus. Or the other 50% goes to uni-level bonus. And these bonuses, my friend, are not one-time bonuses, because as often as the person upgrades their contract, you still get this bonus on the difference. All right, so keep that in mind. And this particular section as well is promised to be taken 2x, 200%, or $2,000. So with this one purchase, you have an opportunity to earn 400% of $4,000. That is awesome. That is if you choose to participate in both aspects of the business. All right, but the choice is yours. So let me tell you what to do. All right, so let's get back to our options. If we are sticking to bare capital, what are my options? So I allow my money to go to $2,000 or 2x. So I would have to now withdraw because the agreement is reached. So when I withdraw, there's a 20% withdrawal fee. We'll talk about that in a moment. All right. So now I'm left with $1,600 because $400 is now out. Right. So I can walk away with that. Good. All right. You're not tied to us. You can go about your business whenever you feel like. That's good to know. All right. So that's option number one. So option number two is that you still withdraw, your 20% comes out, you keep that $600, put it in your balance, so you want to withdraw it, and then you repurchase your $1,000 contract, and then you get that wheel turning again. So those are your two options if you go to 2x. However, there is a third option, right? And my favorite option, might I add, and this allows us to participate in what is called compounding interest. What is compounding interest? That's when, my friend, you stock your profits on top of your profits, on top of your profits, and then you earn bigger returns. All right. So yes, it sounds good. So as soon as you have enough in your balance, you have the option to upgrade to a higher contract. So let me show you what that looks like in what we call our roadmap to $100,000. All right. So when we look at this, we see that it's an estimate of a 5% return per week. All right. So you purchase a $300 contract. You must understand that you have the opportunity to go all the way to the highest contract, which is a $100,000 contract. All right. Albeit within a span of 5 to 7 years, depending on how you treat your contract. So let me tell you how this works. All right. So that 70% which is traded for you if you purchase a $300 contract, which is $210 within a 24 weeks period, you are now making $10.50 per week. That amounts to $250. Right. So now you're ready to upgrade. 20% comes out, you put your 200 on your 300, and then you upgrade to the 500. Boom. You start seeing the power of compounding right away. You're no longer making $10.50. You're now making $17.50. Oh, good news, right? All right. 36 weeks runs off, and then boom, you have 625 in your balance. 125 comes out. You put your 500 on your existing 500 contract. Boom. You're gone up to the 1,000 contract. Again, the power of compounding. Now you're making $35 a week. And it goes on and on and on. So I'm telling you, all right, when Einstein said our compounded interest is the eighth wonder of the world, I tend to agree with him because it's absolutely marvelous. All right. So keep those things in mind. So again, remember, depending on what you do or how you treat your contract, it takes between 5 to 7 years wherever you decide to start, the time could be shorter. All right. So for those options, of course, please reach out to the person that invited you onto this call, and they will tell you the various options. As I said, this is an abbreviated version of our presentation. All right. So that 20% that we spoke about earlier, this is where it goes. So don't worry about it. A lot of persons, when they hear 20%, they say, oh, so that's not the company. No, that 20% actually goes to the members of the company and not the company itself. All right, so check it out. Once you join the company, you fall into what is called force matrix, or the 3x10 force matrix. All right, so once you come in, you either fall beside someone or you fall beneath someone. All right, so on the level 1, there's only 3 that can be held there. On a level 2, there's 9, and then on level 3 and 27. So it's by multiples of 3 going 10 levels deep. All right, so what happens with this now is that once someone withdraws, because you have to withdraw your money, whether you're upgrading or liquidating your contract, you have to withdraw. So when that 20% comes out, whether or not you would have invited persons into the company, you still benefit from this bonus. All right, so that person's withdrawal fee, it filters up and feeds persons that are in that particular network. All right, so that's how that works. The reason for this is that the company has designed this program for sustainability and longevity. Those are 2 words that you want to hear, especially when we're talking about these opportunities. All right, sustainability and longevity. It means that the system is designed to last. That's good news. All right, so keep that in mind. Now, I want to blow your mind. All right, so the person who's about to win this free contract, let me tell you something. You are about to step into one of the most, I can't find words for it. All right, let's just use the one that comes to mind first. Amazing opportunity. All right, so I'm about to share some numbers with you. What I like about numbers is when they're tabulated, you see exactly what's happening. You can check if something is improving. You can check if there's consistency and things like that. So let me show you some numbers and you be the judge and tell me what it is that you see. All right, so as you can see, for the past few weeks, what we have been seeing is above 5% in terms of returns. 5.06, 5.03, 5.01. Wow. All right. Now, here's my question that I like to ask all the time. If you put $300 in the bank, $300 US in the bank, at the end of the week, will you find $10 in there? I thought so. All right. Absolutely not. It won't happen. All right. And if it's happening for you, then, I mean, let me in on the secret, because that's what I'm doing for you. I'm letting you in on this amazing secret. All right. So if that doesn't strike you, all right, let's look at some monthly returns. All right. So we might think $10 looks small, but look at it. At the end of the month, look at the smallest contract. We're talking about $44 at a 21.12% return, 22.10%. Look at it, October and September. All right. So again, what we see is consistency. Numbers don't lie. Numbers will never lie. They will slap you in the face with the truth. All right. So again, I asked the question at the end of the month, when you would have put $300 in whatever institution, when you go back, are you seeing $45 in profits or $44 in profits? No, you're not. Absolutely not. I tell you what, you will see less than $300. All right. So let that sink in for a moment. Let's let that sink in. All right. So let's look at the year thus far and look at the year that everybody says was like, you know, the year everybody want to wipe out of their memory banks. All right. So let's talk about it. In 2021 so far, we are seeing 219.81% in returns. What? Yeah, that's amazing. It's amazing. And the year when businesses were shutting down, the economy was a mess, and all of that was happening. Look at your returns, 329.54%. Come on. No brainer, people. It's a no brainer. All right. So the only question you should be asking me right now is, Sheldon, how do I get started? Just stop talking now and just tell me how we get started. All right. All right, let me show you something. Bitcoin, my friends. Bitcoin is how you get started. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. So let me just tell you a few facts about Bitcoin, just in case you don't know what Bitcoin is. First of all, Bitcoin is a computer-generated currency. All right, it's a software that develops this digital asset that we use for a medium of exchange from person to person, eliminating the middleman or the banks. All right. So in other words, you recognize its value, I recognize its value. We say we can use this for trade, and so it gets its value. So Bitcoin is really the people's money. All right. So think about it like that. All right. When versus government money. All right. Let's focus on Bitcoin. All right. Now there's a fixed amount of Bitcoin. Why is that important? Because there is no inflation for you to worry about. There's 21 million Bitcoin that can be produced, and no matter how high Bitcoin goes, that cannot change. So you don't have to worry about inflation. And that is why Bitcoin is an amazing store of value. With government money, inflation is going to kill you. Well, let me rephrase that. Inflation is killing us. All right. So because they print money unlimitedly, it messes up the stock to flow ratio. So the money that you have in a bank is devalued because new money is coming in the system and nothing is going out of circulation. All right. So, that's madness if you ask me. And that is why Bitcoin is so important. It's a decentralized fund. All right. Meaning no one entity owns it. I buy some Bitcoin, I own that. You buy some Bitcoin, you own that. We exchange it between each other. Well, we swap ownership. That's it. All right. And you can check that out on the blockchain because it's public. All right. In government money, there's no transparency. You don't know what's going on there. All right. And the government and the banks, they control whatever is going on there. So if you're sending a large sum of Bitcoin to somebody, the fees are low, usually some low fixed costs. With government money, you try sending a large sum of money and see what happens to you. All right. So at the end of the day, what Bitcoin does is it puts back power into your hands. It gives you sovereignty over your wallet and your pocket. And that's important. And that is why the company would have chosen Bitcoin as its method of payment. So you need Bitcoin to purchase your contract, and then you are also paid back in Bitcoin. And then you can convert it to your own fiat currency of choice. All right. So earlier we said that you don't need to refer anyone, but you definitely have to be referred by someone. All right. So somebody invites you on this call, you decide to join if you don't win the contract, right? But you need the referral link in order to get going. So you can get that referral link, sign up. There are no apps. All right. It's a web-based platform which you need a referral for. Okay. So that's important to know. You sign up, register, make your payment, and boom, you're good to go. All right. So enough of me yapping and talking about this amazing opportunity, which I love to do. I'm just going to hand things over right now to the man in charge, the man who is going to tell you which of you is the lucky. No, I think it's time for Mr. Bagwendi to say a few words, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So whoever it is, I'm done talking. It's your time to take the floor.
All right. Pleasant night, everyone. Hope all is well. Guys, you all heard the numbers. You all saw Mr. Sheldon Shirley done it. He done it well. He gave you it eloquently, and you can't ask for anything better than that. If it is you have any questions, go back to the person who invited you to the call and know that you're not going anywhere yet because you come here for a reason. But before that, you probably want to know, hey, why this man come to talk now? I just want to know who wins. If it's me, if it's not, right? But I just want to bring a little validation to everything that was said, all the information that Mr. Sheldon Shirley presented to you. A year and a half into this business, and my mindset even before starting this business was way off as to what it is now. Because here I am standing in a physical building now in what it is we have been investing into, not for us alone, but for people like you. To show you that this thing is real, to show you that you too could be transformed by this opportunity. What are you waiting for? Well, we have excuses, we have reasons. There's a saying that I go by for the past few weeks, and let me tell you, if it is you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. If you don't want it bad enough, you'll find an excuse. So with that being said, right now, I want to hand you all over because I know you're all waiting. I'm going to hand you all over to Mr. Kes James, who will now do the honors with that giveaway. Take it away, bro.
Right. Good night, everybody. Thanks Guys, Sheldon and Nicholas Bagwandine, you guys did an awesome job. I know we had some technical issues with the Sheldon. His screen wasn't showing too clearly, but do come on to our weekly presentations. We do it 10 times a week. I'm gonna share my screen now, and we're gonna spin that wheel, okay? All right, so we have Mr. Christopher Alfred. Let me just search for that person. I'm gonna ask her unmute. Okay, so I see him. Okay, I'm not seeing him in the chat. So I'm just gonna enable to unmute yourself, Mr. Christopher Alfred.
Yeah, man. Good night. Good night.
Good night. Good night. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm very much okay, man.
Right. So I have one easy question for you. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Who's the person who invited you to the call tonight?
Christian Keller.
Christian Keller. All right. So congratulations, Mr. Alfred. You are a lucky winner tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
No problem. So you get back to Keller, and we'll get you started tonight in the business. Okay.
No problem, man. Thank you.
All right. Great. Okay. So now we're gonna pass it on to Mr. Salim Mohammed. Salim, take it over.
All right, so there you have it, guys. Our next person onto this financial freedom journey that we are all on. So, guys, I hope the information reached you nice, and tonight's call impacted you in some way, where we're taking this business to the next level now, where we're creating some sort of interaction, because we couldn't do, right? Prior to that, and this whole COVID situation, we couldn't do it. Now, with the proper restrictions, we could do it. So reach out to the person who would have brought you into this business. If you need any information, remember, it's not a public office, it's a members only. So by appointment and by invite, you are welcome to the office to get the information and to get educated. All right, guys, so thanks again for your time, and I look forward in seeing each one of you as we go along this financial journey. All right, take care, everyone. See you.